Correct me if I'm wrong, but most pixel games suck. Game developers keep making them. Why? Why do they do this? I thought I would go through some other ideas of how to make games. If you're new to game development, or if you want to start game developing, here's some other ideas to think about when you're doing art. But first, why most of these pixel games suck? Yeah, there are a few good pixel games. Don't get me wrong. There's Stardew Valley, Hyperlight Drifter, Dead Cells, Terraria, and a few others. But most of the time, they're crap. That's because pixel art is actually hard. It's really hard to do well. Pixel art confuses everyone because people go, you know what? I could do pixel art. I've just got to put some dots on the screen and it turns into a person. And, you know, this is fantastic. No, it's not. It's crap. So what are the other options? They come in the form of vectors. It's still 2D, but hear me out. It shapes. It's adding all these things together. I know someone's out there going, hey, but pixels are really small, so my game build's going to be tiny. Well, guess what? You can add a vector package into your Unity build if you're using Unity. I'm not sure about Godot and all the others. It will make the vector really small because vectors are actually computer code to make vectors. You can code a vector image if you're good enough. Vectors you can draw, and then you've got nodes, so you can come back and alter the drawing as you go. You don't have to rub out the wrong image and then remake it. You can alter things as you are making them, and that's what makes vectors great. Also, vectors don't look like every other crap pixel game. Vectors have their own style, their own vibe. There are free programs like Inkscape that you can make vectors in. It's not super intuitive, but it is a very powerful program. I would recommend something like Affinity Design. It's a pay once, use forever program. No subscription, but I love building stuff with vectors. And there is an advantage to doing this as well, because the next natural progression after making a 2D game with vectors is to go to a 3D game. For me, once I worked out how to make drawings with vectors, it led to me understanding how I would like to make things in 3D, because it's kind of a similar idea. You're playing with shapes and manipulating nodes. The same thing that you're doing when you swap over to 3D. Here I've got a triangle and I put it on top of a square. I can join these together. Then I have all these nodes that I can move and manipulate. Here I have a cone and I'm going to put that on top of a cylinder. Now I get all these new nodes once I join them together, and I can manipulate them to make something cool. I'm not saying to not make pixel games, but I am saying it is a lot harder than most people understand, and try something else. Vectors might be for you as well. Thank you for watching, subscribe, and talk to you guys later.